Time for our monthly look at livestock sales. We're heading to Taranaki to catch up with Andrew Gibson, who's the PGG Wrightson Livestock, Taranaki Livestock Manager / auctioneer. Hey, Andrew, at this time of the year in a dairying province like Taranaki, you'll just be sitting on your thumbs. Everyone's flat out calving. You won't have anything to do.
Okay. Good afternoon, Jamie. Well, yeah, it'll be nice to be sitting on our thumbs and having a bit of time to watch the rugby, but no, we're flat-tack into calf sales, and a couple of times a week here at the moment we've got the calves coming through the Inglewood sale yards, and we had the Taranaki Cattle Fair yesterday in Stratford, with the main sales centre here in Taranaki, and cattle traded reasonably well, and there's about 800 odd cattle in there, so still plenty to do, but in between avoiding the showers of rain early this week.
Andrew Gibson, in terms of the calves, is there any demand for them? Is there a margin in it to rear these bobby calves? Because I know the alternative for the bobby calves isn't that good.
Yeah, look, Jamie, I think the calves seem to be trading at realistic values this year. I think the rearers have taken a bit of a slap around the cheeks in the last 3 years with what they've made out of them and the margins. So Frisian bulls seem to be trading in amongst that sort of anywhere between $80 to $130 at the auctions and on good calves, and with the calves with a bit of bone through them, and then the beef calves are selling really well. So I think as long as everybody clips a ticket on the way through with the rearers and then the store farmers and then then the finishers later on, I think that's what we've got to do. But it all comes down to the calf price to start with. So yeah, no, they seem to be trading pretty well at the moment, and it might drop away pretty quickly on the Frisians, but then the beef calves sort of come through at the end and hum things along again as the rearers do their second run.
Hey, I was in your province in April. It was looking an absolute picture because you had a very good autumn, and I drove from New Plymouth down to Smiley Barrett's place there. You'll know where that is. And I don't think I saw a sheep the entire way. Are there any sheep on the flat at all in Taranaki, or are they all up in the hills?
No, there's not too many sheep on the flats here, and no, which is for obvious reasons with the land values here. But the sheep been trading pretty well too. There seems to be that market's humming along well, and those guys are getting some pretty good returns, which is great to see.
This time of the year, in lamb ewes that you'll be selling, is it?
Yeah, there's a few in lamb ewes. We don't have a huge amount of numbers coming through the Stratford sales centres anymore, Jamie, on the in lamb ewes or sheep in general. A lot of our big yardings, we try to truck them down to fielding, where there's obviously a bigger bench of buyers and look after our vendors that way. But they're obviously making some pretty good money. Yeah, so there's that for the long-term forecast must be pretty strong, I'd imagine.
Just to finish on, as I said, your province was looking a picture in April. I know you've had a bit of a storm come through. How's it looking now?
Yeah, like the rest of the country, we're pretty wet underfoot, but we had some pretty cold weather come through on that Monday blast, like the rest of the country. But hey, we had the year last year, the season was 1 in a million probably. It just grew every day almost, and guys went into winter and spring with some pretty good residuals and some good feed in the stacks. So everyone seems to be getting through their calving okay, and we're getting closer to September when we start growing again. So yeah, look, the farmers are a hearty bunch and they do a good job, and hopefully that grass comes back in that second round and they can get into that $8 payout.
Yep, bring on spring. Andrew Gibson from PGG Wrightson Livestock, thanks for your time.
No worries, Jamie. Appreciate it.